Mr. Brown, I'm going to ask you about 3 questions which are directed to the votes that you took in the Colorado legislature during the time that you have served the people of 59. According to the Colorado Coalition for Homelessness, there are 22,000 homeless children in Colorado. And I would like to ask you why you're the only person in the state of Colorado who voted against House Bill 1145, which was a bipartisan bill supported by every other member of the legislature to reduce the plague of youth homelessness. Why did you do that, Mr. Brown?
Thank you for that question. That bill expanded government. It expanded the age limit for a child from 18, I think originally it was to 26. There's nobody that cares about children any more than I do. I felt that it was a duplication of services and that it expanded government, and I thought that those folks were being taken care of, those homeless children were being taken care of, and it was one of the first votes that I made. It was, let's see, motherhood and apple pie, I guess, vote. I stuck to my principles on that vote, even though it was against the rest of the legislature. I will stand by my vote.
Mr. Brown, let me ask you another question about your votes in the Colorado State Legislature, and where you've been serving the people of District 59. There are 15,000 registered sex offenders in the state of Colorado. Why were you the only member of the Colorado State Legislature to vote against House Bill 1145 to extend background checks to be done by the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the Colorado Bureau of Investigation to protect sexual predators from child care workers? Why were you the only person that voted against that, Mr. Brown?
I did not remember that vote, in order to. I did not know that I had done that. I don't have my notes here with me, and I will have to look, but I can't answer that.
Okay. Let me ask you one final question, Mr. Brown. As you know, my wife was a 20-year high school teacher. I know you've been involved in education as a member of the School Board of Ignacio. Can you tell us why you voted against Senate Bill 11109, which would establish a voluntary income tax checkoff to fund public education? Why did you vote against that if you support public education?
Again, I'm not. I have to look at my notes. A lot of times there are a lot of things that come up.
Thank you, President. So now it is your turn, sir.
I'm going to ask some questions, and I would like a yes or no answer to these questions. They're questions that I can answer. If you don't feel comfortable in answering the questions, don't feel like that you have to. Number 1, should hydraulic fracturing or fracking be used in oil and gas production?
Hydraulic fracking is used in daily operations of oil and gas, and it has been used for a long period of time. The question we need to answer is whether or not it should be used in all circumstances. There is some scientific evidence which suggests that it could endanger water sources and water tables. And to the extent that there is a critical issue of that, I think we need to look at it closely. But it should be used, and it has been used, and it's been used longer than we've been on this earth.
I don't think there are no evidences that fracturing has hurt any water that I know of. Do you support merit pay for teachers? Yes or no?
I do support merit pay for teachers. My wife is a 20-year teacher. My wife gets up every day and goes to school, and she's a hard-working teacher. I support the teachers of Colorado.
Great. I'm glad you support that, because I do too. Should state employees be unionized?
The state employees are, to some extent, as you know, already unionized. And I am not against collective bargaining in the state of Colorado. I believe collective bargaining is a right that every employee in this state enjoys.
Okay, thank you. Do Do you support amnesty for illegal aliens?
One of the things we need to keep in mind is that I'm running for the state legislature. I'm not running for ambassador to the United Nations. I'm not running for Congress.
Just how do
I
you feel about it? Yes
that
or
is
no?
a federal question, and I do not support any illegal immigration laws.
Should the mining of rare earth minerals be encouraged in the 59th district?
Absolutely. When I came to McLachlan County in 1974, and I was assistant district attorney in Silverton, that town had, San Juan County had 2,000 people. I support extractive mining.
That's good. Should coal be used for electrical generation? There's a move to keep coal from being used.
Coal should be used for electrical generation. We need to look and transition into the future and look at other sources of energy. Your state legislature already voted in favor of encouraging the use of natural gas, which is something I also support.
Should uranium be used in electrical generation?
Yes.
We're done.
Thank you, I appreciate it. At this point in time, we're going to have our closing remarks, and Mike, you have the opportunity to go first.
Well, it's already been demonstrated here in our 28 minutes together. Mr. Brown and I provide a stark contrast to the voters of the 59. I believe Mr. Brown's ideological views are extremely narrow, and as a result, he has hampered his representation of everybody in this district. I will be a representative for everyone in the 59th district. I'm a worker. I'm a person that gets things done. And I will work for all of the people in the 59, not just a select few. Thank you very much.
Okay, Paul, your turn, 1 minute.
It has been just one of the most edifying things that I've ever done in my life to serve in the legislature the last 2 years. And to represent the 59th district, the most beautiful district in the state of Colorado. And coming over yesterday and getting into Silverton and seeing the green, gold, and yellow just makes me just glad to be a Coloradoan. It's been a pleasure to serve the 59th district. I would like to continue to do so. I think I've used good common sense and used my principles, and I would appreciate your support. Thank you.
Would you please join me in a round of applause thanking our candidates?